Hello again, everyone, and good morning from Quttainah Specialized Hospital, where we're going to be spending the entire day with the man behind the magic, and that is Dr. Adel Quttainah himself. Dr. Adel, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Thank you very, very much for giving us the opportunity to be with you today. Thank you. Plastic surgery or beauty surgeries in general is quite competitive.
It is. And the competition is not always clean.
What has been the most fulfilling part of your career so far to date?
I mean, you know, when hard work meets with luck, that's the best scenario you can,
Yeah.
So I say, no, you really have to work hard to find your place in a place where luck will find you. You can't just say, I'll never be this, and this is never happened to me and all that. Just have to work really hard, and then hopefully luck will find you, and that combination will excel you to the next level. Nobody can bring you down. So, yeah.
Nobody can bring you down. Nobody can bring you down. Hello again, everyone, and good morning from Quttainah Specialized Hospital, where we're going to be spending the entire day with the man behind the magic, and that is Dr. Adel Quttainah himself. What are we waiting for? Let's get started. Come on. Dr. Adel, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Thank you very, very much for giving us the opportunity to be with you today, spending a day at Quttainah Specialized Hospital with Dr. Adel, and today is a day with Dr. Adel.
Spending a day with me, yeah?
Spending a day with Dr. Adel, seeing how the day is going to go for one of the most celebrated surgeons in the entire GCC, probably in the world.
Yeah? I hope, yeah. Maybe.
Okay,
Yeah.
Inshallah.
So.
This gives me the opportunity to ask one question. You just stepped out of the car. You came from home to start the day.
Yeah.
Any particular rituals that you do when you wake up, when you step out of the bed, a specific coffee, something that you play in the car, something that you believe is part of Adel Quttainah, the doctor?
My absolute ritual every morning is swimming. So I wake up, I swim. I'm been lucky enough to have wherever I'm staying, there's always a swimming pool nearby. So I do that, come back, have my shower and a coffee, and I'm good to go. That's my ritual.
In the
If
car?
I can do. In the car?
Do you play something or just it's often?
Yeah, not the radio, but music mostly. So any kind of music. Yeah. Any kind of language, any kind of, as long as it gives me that.
No adrenaline rush.
No.
Sometimes.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. But always good music. You start your day on a positive note, it's always good. Yeah.
So, is there something that you have created over the time that you could tell me today, Wageda, this is part I included in my routine and it made me a better Adel? Such as the swimming.
Yeah,
Did you start
start your day on a healthy note, kind of clear your thoughts and plan your day when you're actually doing that activity, which is swimming.
Yeah.
Kind of sets the pace and gives you that, positivity from the get-go. So nobody can bring you down. So, yeah.
Nobody can bring you down. Nobody can bring you down. Okay. Ready to start the day?
Yeah, let's go.
Ready to start the day. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, we're starting the day on the ground floor. Thank you.
So yeah, I mean, once I get to the hospital, then the first thing is to have my second cup of coffee.
Okay. Did you have breakfast?
No, I don't usually have breakfast. Sometimes with the coffee, I'll have something small, a muffin or something. But,
Okay, just
no.
energizing snack, you would say. You like to work on, let's say,
Listening to some, okay?
okay.
But not empty of coffee. So my second cup of coffee comes now.
Alrighty then.
Table?
I'd love to, definitely. You're paying.
Okay.
Hi.
So this
Thank
is
you.
low fat.
Yeah, low fat latte, half shot, so it's not strong and it's not rich.
Thank you.
How is it espresso?
This is
No,
Americano.
it's Americano.
Yeah, so
Oh dear.
a shot of espresso.
So it's the exact opposite of what I've got.
Yeah, no, you get the hot also, huh?
I get the heart also.
Okay.
Okay, now that you've had your first sip of coffee, let's talk about how did Adel become to today Dr. Adel Quttainah, who's got hospital here, who's got a hospital in Kuwait, who's got in Qatar, who's got, I think, in Canada as well, you do procedures there. Okay, why did you become a surgeon? When? How did you start the journey? What inspired you is the most important thing to all of us. Who was your mentor?
So I think we probably need more than one cup of coffee to cover all this, but
We don't have all the time in the world because you have a patient.
So I mean, basically, yeah, I was born and raised in Kuwait, to a mother of a Danish mother and a Kuwaiti father. So you can see how these two words collide. We had no physician in the family. There's no doctor. So why don't you become a doctor? And then, of course, I started vigorously arguing because, that was a total,
It's a shift. It's a total shift. It is.
And I started arguing. See, engineering is 4 years, medicine is 7 years. So, I mean, but at the end of it, 3 more years, true, but at the end of it, you will become a doctor, a doctor. And they managed to persuade me. So, and then, things instead of the States, end up in Ireland.
As they have some of the best universities as well, and it's closer.
I know, but
It's closer.
the States, Miami or California, to where I studied medicine, which is Southern Ireland, was always raining all the time. You go to work, it's dark. Come out of work, it's dark, raining for the whole year. So anyway, paid my dues 7 years, only to find out that you see nothing after 7 years. So engineer 4 years, fine, you're an engineer. Plus you go out to the real world and you work.
Yeah.
But 7 years in medicine gets you nowhere. You're still at the bottom of the,
Back of the pack, still.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So 7 years is just an empty.
It is, yeah.
So you have to do your, your internship here. You have to do your residency. So basically, maybe you have to spend at least another 7-8 years to become specialized in all that. So I didn't know that at the time.
But you kept pushing.
Yeah. I mean, you got to a point where
There's the point of no return.
There's no way.
Yeah.
So came back to Kuwait, spent another 2 years in Kuwait, and then of course at a stage after that 1 year internship, what are you becoming? Are you going to be internal medicine? Or are you going to become a surgeon? Of course, I said internal medicine and prescriptions, and I said no. Surgery is probably better. So I went into the surgical specialties, and then came the process of trying to figure out what kind of surgeon I wanted.
You want to become.
Yeah.
And that was after 8 years of pushing through
That's 7 years of residency.
Yeah. So we're talking about 15 years, and you're still deciding, mashallah.
So I looked at all the specialties, and then I decided, plastic surgery was not a hot thing at the time because plastic surgery was synonymous with burns. All the burn victims went to the plastic surgery department. Of course, that's one of our main job descriptions. Our bread and butter was dealing with burn patients. So it was kind of found about a responsibility that you deal with a lot of agony, a lot of patients in pain, a lot of, suffering and all that kind of stuff. So, but there was also another side to it, which is the reconstructive side, the microsurgery, hand surgery, cosmetic surgery. At the time, like 2 years into being in surgical SHO in Kuwait, I was trying to figure out what exactly interests me. So I kind of boiled down to two: ophthalmology and plastic surgery. I just wanted to be specialized. I didn't want to become a general surgeon. General surgeons, they deal with everything. Kind of, it wasn't
jack of all trades, and you just wanted to have the expertise in.
And then other factors came into place, like okay, fine. Like a general surgeon mostly deals with the abdomen, colon, appendicitis, hernia, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's repetitive and gets boring after a while because I've done it like for a couple of years. Other specialties like orthopedics, same thing, they deal with bones only.
That's true.
Ophthalmology, they deal with the eyes. Gynecologists, they deal with women. Pediatrics, they deal with babies only. So I wanted something that I can deal with everything, So it keeps
your life full of exciting. Yes.
I don't want to be faced with the same problem twice. So that kind of that specialty, that's reconstructive and plastic surgery, kind of fit that criteria. So usually, you finish your residency, and then you're a plastic surgeon again, like a general plastic surgeon.
How many years of the residency?
5 years.
And then the fellowship.
Fellowships could be a 6 month, a year, or 2 years. So I did 3 fellowships. I did the fellowship with microsurgery, for breast reconstruction and facial reanimation, meaning ladies that lose their, breasts after cancer know how to rebuild their breasts. And the other one is facial palsy, like people that lose control or lose function of their facial muscles. How do you bring that back to life?
Oh, okay.
So these are the 2 fellowships, and I do also a clinical research fellowship. So 2 years in total.
All of that was back in Canada?
In Canada, yeah. So I spent 7 years in Toronto, around the Toronto area.
Yeah.
And then I came back to Kuwait. I spent 6 months in the government hospital in Kuwait. We won't talk politics, but I didn't find myself. So I went and worked in Saudi, in Dammam, a place called Quttainah, for a year. And then I used that time to organize for my own private clinic in Kuwait, which a lot of people deemed suicidal, because nobody knows you. You totally, especially my dad, he was of the school that, you have to come and work in the government and people have to know you and then
get the experience, how the culture works. Yeah. That was very disruptive from you back then.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
I knew what I knew.
Yeah.
And I said, to start the thing going, you just kind of jump in the deep end of the pool, basically.
Yeah.
So that's what.
And then learn to swim.
Yeah. And then
learn to float.
So basically, that's what I did. I went to Saudi for a year. I finished, came back to Kuwait.
Yeah.
And started my clinic. And never.
You opened your own clinic then by yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
So, of course, it wasn't it was just a small clinic with it's almost like an apartment, the whole floor.
Yeah.
With, few rooms and stuff like that. So I managed to get a dermatologist also to work with me.
Yeah.
Assistitians.
Of course.
So we started that way. Rented across the place.
So other people were suicidal with you?
Sorry?
Other people managed to be suicidal with you.
Yeah,
it's like, come on, we're in it together.
Yeah. I don't know. My dad still had his reservations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I then started, especially in plastic surgery, the way you advertise and market for yourself is what so as soon as the first patient came in and we did the surgery, he got me 2 more patients, and then it just became exponential after that. As long as you deliver a good product and patients like you, you're honest with the patients, they're happy with the results.
Yeah.
They just keep on coming back. Their friends come back. Their family comes back.
And they send you more people.
How I built my reputation in Kuwait. So after that, from that small clinic, I managed to build, like out of the revenue that I made out of that clinic, I managed to build a center, which is a building that's in Shab, area called Shab Kuwait, and I did it like, you know, all the specialties and stuff, all this, the specialties that are related to plastic surgery.
Yeah.
So we had everything under one roof, you know, and that was like a really new concept in Kuwait at the time. And that's it. Like I said, you know, we had our own operating rooms.
Everything is in-house.
And
Everything is within house.
GCC,
Yeah.
A lot of people from Emirates, from Qatar, from Saudi, they came to do this for my center.
Yeah.
And then that's it. Like, and then
was it Dubai first or Doha first?
Another center in Kuwait.
Okay.
In Kuwait.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we opened up in Dubai around the Corona times. Opened a hospital here.
Yes. Which is where we are now.
Yeah, this is the one. Yeah.
Quttainah Specialized Hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we opened up a Doha center.
Yes.
A lot of our patients came from Qatar, so we opened in Qatar and Doha.
Yeah.
And just now, I just bought another hospital in Kuwait. So,
Mashallah.
yeah. So,
By yourself.
yeah. You know, like nothing is constant. You know, there's a lot of things change around you, a lot of the regulations change around you, and you just have to adapt. So, the major reason for buying the hospital was because the new administration, health-wise, Ministry of Health in Kuwait and all that, they put rules where they kind of restricted surgeries in centers, yeah. So, like for instance, I could not do a tummy tuck in my center anymore. I could not do a thigh lift in my center anymore. We could not combine surgeries. So the next natural
thing was to have your own
hospital that I can do all this.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's it. Yeah, that's in a nutshell. Yeah. My career.
It was a lot of hard work.
It is, yeah.
And still a lot of hard work is going into what you do here every day.
See, I mean, I think to be a good businessman is the ability to adapt. You know, if you can't adapt and if you can't
follow innovation,
follow this, you won't survive. So that's what I'm doing. You always continuously. There's always another fight around the problem. Always, you know.
Yeah.
And
anywhere, definitely.
So yeah.
Especially that plastic surgery or beauty surgeries in general, it's quite competitive.
It is, and the competition is not always clean. So that's another topic, you know.
It is another topic, and we're going to speak about it. But this is why people come to you knowing that they can go to other surgeons that take 20-25% of what you take, but they still come to you.
Yeah.
Because of what we just said, the competition, only God knows who's operating on who and who's licensed and who's not.
I mean, like I said, that's another. Social media gives platform for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
You know, even the, you know, so I can be nobody. I can get my degree from
online,
let's say.
Yeah.
I can go and rent a villa here somewhere, and then I start advertising. I'm the best surgeon in the world. I've got the best this, the best equipment, and the best this and best that. And it depends on how much you invest in Google and you know, all that search engine optimization and all that kind of stuff, and then you get traffic to your thing, and you start researching.
Yeah. And
you know, so it's not the word of mouth. I mean, still word of mouth works, but
definitely.
Not to the extent. You've got a lot of people out there that are using every trick, marketing trick in the book to divert traffic to their clinics and stuff like that. So,
indeed.
Yeah. So, I mean, if there are good surgeons, then you know, good and well. But there's a lot of not so good surgeons out there. They give the profession a very bad name, you know. And that price war also is not good. So, at the end of the day, it's up to the patient to do the research.
Yes.
To know who they're going to.
Yes.
So it's. It is what it is, like I said.
It is what it is. It is what it is. So, did you enjoy the coffee that you did not finish?
Yeah.
You are?
Almost done.
Okay.
Always.
Alrighty then. I know that we're going to walk you now to see the patient who's waiting for you for the operation.
I'm good to go, and then we'll chat later.
Yes, we will chat later.
Okay.
So we're going to disturb you again on your next break.
Yeah. Today's surgery is going to be an extended, deep, plain face and neck lift and an upper left. This patient, so 52, she has a lax mid-face, so her cheeks are kind of gone down, prominent nasolabial folds, prominent labiomental folds due to the gravitational forces on her mid-face, on her masseter muscle, on this mass layer. So it's all, she has those jowling here, prominent pre-jowl sulcus. Her jawline is not complete, it's interrupted by the jowling, it's interrupted by the scalloping that happened between the platysma and the gonial angle here at the mandible. So basically what we're going to do is a deep plane facelift. We're going to reposition all that tissue back to its place, give her that really nice smooth jawline, tight neck, and put the cheek back in its place, and then do her upper eyelids, remove the laxity. So that will take around 3 hours. Okay, so we're done with the surgery. Took about 3 hours, and a little bit, and everything is fine, all good. So patient will stay with us the night. She can go home tonight, but she probably will stay the night. And tomorrow morning we take out the small little drains that we put on the back of her head, and then she'll be good to go. So she'll be happy.
And of course, as we can see now, Dr. Adel is actually having a conversation with his team. This is his marketing and event management team. Dr. Adel, how did the operation go and how's the patient?
I mean, the surgery that we just did did extremely well. We did it in like 3 hours and a half.
Yeah.
Managed to, get all the things done. So she's, as you know, it's like it was a face and neck lift,
yeah,
and an upper lip.
Did we end up doing any blepharoplasty or just?
Yeah, we did the bleph.
Okay.
Yeah, so we took out the skin. Sometimes we take out the fat, but in her case, it was just the skin, and it went smoothly. It was good. So she'll be happy.
Brilliant.
She'll be happy. Yeah.
What is the downtime?
Downtime for this surgery. I always tell the patients they need 2 weeks at least. 2 weeks where they're going to be sociably hindered, and they cannot, be in the public eye.
Swelling, the bruising, and the infection.
No infections. No.
Fear of infection. No.
Fear of infection. No. I mean, we don't really see infections in the face as much. The face is very vascular, but it's just basically for them, and to me, 2-3 days into it, they can actually go out and stuff like that. But they will look a bit off, with all the bruising, the swelling, and all that kind of stuff.
And no makeup.
And no makeup, yeah, for sure.
And no exposure to the sun.
Yeah, all that, yeah. So it makes it difficult. So 2 weeks probably is good enough. And we take out the stitches at anywhere from 7 to 10 days, and then give it another week, and then they'll look okay to resume work and all their social activities within reason. So.
When should the patient or any patient that has undergone a procedure of that magnitude expect to see the final result?
It's always like 2 to 3 months. Okay. Yeah, especially with faces and stuff, because there's initial swelling, that happens, and that takes time to kind of settle down. So I tell them, till all the wounds heal and all the redness from the scars goes, and that probably we're talking 3 months, yeah, till they forget they actually had a procedure, and just kind of, everything kind of relaxes, the swelling is out, they get used to their new face and all that. So.
The following question is actually about the longevity of the facelift. Will she need to come back and see you after a number of years?
She doesn't need to come back, but I mean, of course, initially after the surgery,
she wants to maintain a youthful look. That's what I mean.
I mean, okay, so we can always touch up with a bit of filler, with Botox, of course. But usually, I mean, deep plane facial work will take you up to anywhere from 7 to 10 years. Yeah, and of course, that also depends on a lot of factors: how the patient maintains their lifestyle. You know, weight loss, you know, all these things, exposure to the sun, smoking, all that.
Sunbathing.
Stress, all that affects the final result.
Yeah.
And genetics, of course, depends on your genetics. So all that comes into play. But she doesn't, well, okay, you need another one in like 10 years. I'm not gonna book her an appointment in 10 years to come see me. But what happens is that, they come in for, you know, other facial work,
maintenance,
skincare, maintenance,
preservation.
Yeah, and you know, that's it. Like, it's very hard to put a time on how long is this going to last me for, you know. But I mean, out of all the procedures out there, all you know, this is the one that actually will give you the best longevity of treatment. So, yeah.
When, let's say, I'm going to talk about Wageda. Wageda will come to you and will show you a celebrity photo of before and after. Like, this is her before the facelift and this is her after the facelift. And I want the after the facelift.
Okay, well, patients need to understand if these pictures were not photoshopped and all that kind of stuff, that it's not only one treatment that gives an exceptional result or a really good result. It's multiple treatments. That's why we tailor treatments to patients.
Their expectations, their demands?
No, I mean, you have to deal with their expectations before the surgery, but I'm just saying, patients that come up with photos of really, really, really good facelifts after surgery. Of course, good surgery is a big part of it, but also combination treatment is also a big part of it.
Such as,
like, you know, maybe the patient needed to lose weight first. They show a picture of the patient when she was obese, and then she lost the weight, and then she had the surgery. So all that plays into the final result. Skincare. You know, patients need to really take care of their skin, prepare their skin for surgery, and that also plays a big part. You know, and then combination surgeries. You know, like you you might do a perfect 9 out of 10 face and neck lift, but it would have been a 10 out of 10 if we actually shortened the lip a little bit also. Or we took the puffiness from the lower lids, or added some volume to the, you know, Gonian angle, or to her malar eminence. So it's all these fine tweaks that give that exceptional results. So
the overall 360, wow. Aside from the fact that it could be sometimes that the photo that the patient brings to you has done some modifications.
Exactly. So like I said, it's a tailored surgery, it's a tailored facelift, tailored to the patient, you know. If I'm going to come up with, you know, there's so many names to facelifts now. Everybody likes to, you know, put a tag, the ponytail facelift, and scarless facelift, mini facelift, and it goes on, the list goes on. If I'm going to coin a term for facelift, it'd probably be tailored facelift. Because, you know, like you go to an expensive Italian designer atelier and he designs your dress according to you exactly, you know, to the exact measurement, to exact waist size, all that kind of stuff. It's the same. You know, you really need to see the patient. You see that patient, you see the age, you know, the genetics of the patient, the type of skin, their history, all that kind of stuff, and try and tailor a plan that would work for that patient and that patient only. So that's the secret behind a happy patient and a really good facelift result.
Sometimes maybe someone as stubborn as Wageda will come to you and tell you, okay, no, I want this.
Yeah, we've seen these patients before.
And you know that Wageda is like, I can't give you this with just the facelift. She had more than the facelift. And Wageda is just stubborn. How can you manage some of the patients' expectations?
Like I said, as you grow as a surgeon and as you become more veteran, you learn when to say no. I'm not going to operate on you. And that gets us out of a lot of trouble, really. Just yesterday, I had a patient. She came in. I want a ponytail facelift, and she was like 60. You're not going to have a ponytail facelift. And she insisted, like, her friend and this and that, and she went and she had it done, and she looks magnificent and all that.
Yeah.
So ponytail facelifts is basically trying to avoid scars in front of here, and it's mostly in the hair and at the back of the. And I mean, this technique was made for Chinese patients because Chinese patients don't fare well with scars on the face. The scars become hypertrophic, become red. So they're trying to hide those scars in areas behind the ear, inside the hairline. Yeah. And it's made for young Chinese patients. So not elderly, saggy, Chinese ladies with really redundant skin and stuff. So you tell her, no, I'm not going to do it. And it's best that the patient goes and does that somewhere else and becomes disappointed somewhere else, It saves me the headache and everything, but at the same time, we try to tell them, these are the issues with you. You've got lax skin, you've got lax muscles, this is droopy, that's droopy. This will not work with a minimal scar kind of facelift. And they need the full facelift, And I try to explain to them that the scars are really well hidden and you won't see them. And then, some of them do listen, and then, they change the way they think and do the surgery and are happy afterwards, and some no, they go and have that same treatment that their friend had and become really unhappy and disappointed and try come back. In some occasions they come back to try and fix what was done wrong.
For you to rectify the damage.
And it becomes more difficult then because there's a lot of scar tissue. There's a lot of scars in places that shouldn't have been there. So. As we get older and wiser and veterans, we try and go back home with less stress, and that's why it's really good to say no, I'm not going to operate on you. Or you recognize that patient that has really high expectations, unrealistic expectations. You tell them no, I'm not going to do it, and but then you sleep well at night and everything's good.
Indeed.
Yeah.
When it comes to non-surgical facelift, okay, are there like really options? And again, I'm talking about Wageda. Okay, Wageda.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about anyone else.
Well, what is a non-surgical facelift?
Non-surgical,
What do you mean by that?
The thread lift. I have
that's
done
still surgery. That's still surgery. That's still intervention. They stick sutures in you and they pull and stuff like that.
Yeah. Doctor, I have read somewhere that the more you do the threads is the more that this might actually be causing scar tissue.
No, actually, it will cause scar tissue. Yeah, for sure. But I mean, at the end of the day, scar tissue is not a really bad thing. But it does interfere with our work when you come to do a proper facelift or the proper, because it kind of distorts planes and stuff.
How is that?
Because when you have a cut, you heal by scar tissue. So scar tissue is it's a benign thing, but it does disrupt the planes. So when we're actually trying to do proper work, it kind of requires more work and more dissection and more caution.
Okay.
Threads don't work for one reason, is that you're basically going in through minor apertures or incisions, and you're trying to pull the tissue, without releasing the tissue. So tissue is actually tethered, and you're trying to pull it, and you succeed. 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, it's going to be, everything is going to back.
It was actually 2.5 months, not even 3, not even 4. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, with the initial swelling, patients swell up and they're happy, look at the result. And that's when all the dermatologists and the surgeons, they take the pictures quickly because that's when the results. And then, of course, if you see the patient 6 months later, if nothing was done.
You're gone, yeah.
So, but again, there's, this market is led by people that fear the scam. It's a multi-billion dollar market, parallel market to surgery, with all these machines and every technology in every machine that claims that does what surgery does, because they don't exist, But it's an industry and it's going to keep on going. I'm not saying they're all useless. I'm saying some machines might give you 5% benefit, 10% benefit at most, So non-surgical facelifts, you've got the threads, that don't work because, it's just fundamentally flawed, this whole thing. There's ligaments that kind of tether the face to the bone. Ligaments, or tether the skin of the face to the muscle. And that what keeps everything, in its place. Unless you release these ligaments and pull, then you won't get a result, So it gets a bit technical, but liquid facelifts, all the chemical peels and all the laser treatments and fractional treatments and MIAG or CO2, they deal with the skin.
Yeah.
And they might cause some skin shrinkage and collagen shrinkage and might tighten things a little bit. But they're not going to deal with all that redundancy, like the lax muscle. Because the issue is with the lax muscle, everything kind of, you start up with this kind of face, you end up with this kind of face.
Yes.
It's because, everything becomes lax. The ligaments become lax.
Thanks to gravity?
Gravity, thanks to gravity. And of course, lifestyles and to genetics. There are a lot of factors.
And age. Let's admit it. Yeah.
So,
and age.
All these treatments might benefit the patient a little bit for a very short term, but the patient will find themselves at some stage needing a proper treatment that's definitive.
Facelift if they want to have the
a really good
results
facelift
for a number of years.
It's better than any of those treatments.
Okay, Dr. Adel, what exactly is mummy makeover? What does it involve? What's a mummy makeover? Is it only
It's just
for
a term.
mothers?
Yeah, it's a term. Because of moms usually, have the babies. Then as a result, post having the baby and post the breastfeeding and the lactation, they end up with like a really lax abdominal wall. With the pregnancy, of course, the skin stretches and relaxes. So we've got lax skin, lax muscles. And also
Fat in unwanted areas?
No fat, it depends on the lifestyle of the patient, but in general. And lax breasts because of, post breastfeeding. Engorged breasts are, big, and then when they deflate, they kind of deflate a little bit. So it's a term that's coined for both abdominal and breast surgery. So. But it doesn't have to be a mummy, it could be somebody that lost a lot of weight, could be other things. So tummy tuck, abdominoplasty, and the breast, of course, the breast you can either do just a mastopexy, which is a breast lift. You can do a augmentation, which is like making the breast bigger, or you can do a combination of both, like a augmentation mastopexy, where you actually lift the breast and make it bigger. So, or you can do a reduction by,
depending on the case of the patient.
And the patient's complaints and desires and expectations and all that.
Okay, can I say the patient's budget as well? Are we talking about massive, I would say, difference in price between the procedures, or because sometimes you have a patient and I'm quite confident that you've met them. This is my budget. Correct? What do you...
No, I mean, I try not to...
I want this, I want everything that you're going to give me, but this is my budget. Give me discount.
Okay, we usually do give discounts, for sure. But when the patient's asks for something that's totally unrealistic and then will barely cover even the consumables in the operating room, then the whole thing is not. At the end of the day, I still, people need to get paid. the operating room has to run.
It's a running business.
And
it's a running business. Yeah.
So sometimes they compare us with maybe really, really cheaper surgeons or prices in Iran and Turkey and wherever. And that's not fair on us, So, like I said, even a facelift, facelifts in the States now by a good surgeon is around $250,000 a facelift, And then when you say, well, a facelift here is like 100 or 150,000 dirhams, they say, well, in Iran they do it for like 30. You cannot. Where do you draw the line? So
Yes.
you just have to stick to your prices. If you think that's the service that you're offering is worth how much, then stick to it. And we always give discounts. But also the patients have to be a little bit realistic. Also, not too.
Okay, and Dr. Ali, when it comes to, we spoke about the breast implant, whether it is to lift sagging or to give enhancements, cosmetic enhancements.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that there's the option of having breast implants, the implants themselves that come in CC this and CC that, per liter.
Yeah.
And there's also a fat transfer.
Yeah.
What's the difference and which is better? Like, which one would you say?
Always breast augmentation with implants. Always.
Okay, why?
Because for obvious reasons, you're putting these implants in. They have a constant size and volume that will not change, and they're more accurate, and they actually enhance the breast shape. Like, because you put it either under the muscle or top of the muscle, but always below the gland, so it kind of pops the gland up, and that's the natural kind of way things should be, and they're safe, and it's an easy surgery, and if the patient doesn't want them, she can take them out anytime. So for so many reasons, breast augmentation with prosthesis or with the silicone implants is so much better. And now the implants are so much safer, with the FDA regulations and stuff like that. So there's no real side effects to those. People say, okay, I'm going to use my own tissues. The fat is much safer and all that kind of stuff. We can only inject the fat in two places. We can either inject it.
Start. Yeah.
Okay, so where did we leave it at?
We left it at finding the nicest wrap up for a long day for you, so that we can leave you in peace. I still have 4 more questions for you to answer. Question number 1. What has been the most fulfilling part of your career so far to date?
The most fulfilling part is to this point is I think running these few institutions successfully, having as a result happy patients.
I'm one of them.
So and hopefully continuing to do that and build on that reputation and even take it further and maintaining that certain quality. So that's to me is very fulfilling. When you go back home at the end of the day, you've achieved this, So
and you've distributed happiness. You've put few smiles on people here and there.
Like I say, if you can go home and sleep at night without overthinking and all that, that means you've done something good. So that would be my
fulfillment so far of what you've achieved. And where does this leave you with your plan for Quttainah Specialized Hospital? Where do you see in the next 3 to 5 years?
3 to 5 years for Dubai or in general? Probably for Dubai is to continue doing what we're doing, expanding a little bit. We have plans now for expanding the hospital.
So making it bigger or having another one?
Making it bigger.
Okay.
We already kind of, have plans for making it bigger, more services, and to accommodate a bigger number of patients.
Inshallah.
And maybe regionally to expand also maybe to Saudi Arabia.
Nice.
So the kind of we have a foothold in almost all GCC countries and stuff like
in
that.
the kingdom.
So building that brand to be, getting that brand to where it's supposed to be, and in the most, boutique-ish, luxurious, aesthetic surgery brand that delivers happy products. In this case, like happy patients, happy, good services, deliver safety, and reproducible results. Always getting the same good results. That's the hard part here. To always kind of maintain that service.
Yeah. They say it's very, very easy to get to the top, but it's not easy at all to stay there.
To maintain that level of service and stuff like that. That's where I see myself.
How about your dreams? What's your biggest dream, personally or professionally? Have you achieved it, or you still have one to achieve? And I'm not going to call it a dream. I'm going to call it a target or an objective, because I
like I just said, just to continue doing this. The dream is to, make this entity bigger, more well-known, and just to continuously deliver those services, that high-quality service. Personally, I mean, as long as I'm working, I'm happy. As long as I'm healthy, I'm happy. They say, you have like 99 problems, but when health is one of them, then you only have that one problem, which is your health.
That's very true.
Try to work, so that, you can never be happy all the time, as long as you're content. Like I said, at the end of the day, if you can go back home and just kind of relax
and manage to sleep at night.
With business, there's always issues, and if you're not running a successful business, if you don't have problems, so but with those problems you learn, you get better. I mean, personally, health,
maintaining the reputation and the service and the quality service that you.
That's professional, but like personally, like I said, health, a really good and small circle of friends and family. I mean, that's at the end of the day, so that would be my goals. So,
ongoing goals, because there's not like it's going to be achieved. These people need to always be there for you, and you're there for them. And for all the viewers that are watching us now, some of them may aspire to become surgeons and celebrate the surgeons like yourself. What is your inspirational message to them?
Okay, so I mean, there's no shortcuts. That's my what I would tell aspiring. I mean, we get a lot of messages from students, medical students, and stuff like that. I mean, the thing is, there's no shortcuts to success. You have to go through the ups and downs, and sometimes it's more downs and ups. To reach a certain level of success, you have to put in the work. So there's no shortcuts. You have to really love what you do. I mean, like people now on social media, they're saying, okay, I'll become an influencer and I'll be making like $10 million a week. And
without pushing any efforts,
without
from the
work,
comfort of my bedroom or bathroom or whatever it is.
You should really love what you're doing, whatever it is, and the money will come out. So if you really love what you're doing and then you become the best at it, then everything will follow. So for people that kind of contact me, say, okay, I'm going to get into plastic surgery, and okay, life your lifestyle, and I like this and I like that. I mean, that's not, okay, I'm going to become a plastic surgeon, I'm going to become a neurosurgeon, heart surgeon, just so I can become rich and enjoy it. That stuff is not going to
being rich is not the target. It's one of them, but it's not the aim.
Like you say, and I know it's a cliche, if you love what you're doing, you should never work a day in your life, because that's your work.
Exactly.
And it becomes enjoyable, and then it becomes
a lifestyle.
Good at it, and then it best at it, and then everything else will follow. So yeah, I mean, just some people will have it harder than others. Some people have a good tailwind behind them that accelerates their future. I mean, when hard work meets with luck, that's the best scenario you can,
Yeah.
So I say, no, you really have to work hard to find your place in a place where luck will find you. You can't just say, I'll never be this, and this is never happened to me and all that. Just have to work really hard, and then hopefully luck will find you, and that combination will excel you to the next level. That's what I say. Yeah.
Indeed.
So.
But you work for it, it won't come to you.
No. Yeah. So, unless you're a trust fund baby, then it's come easy. So, but that's not the case.
It's a different part.
Yeah.
It's a different part, which you have to again work hard not to lose all of it. You still have to work.
Yeah.
Regardless.
And of course, while doing that, maintain credibility and ethics. Yeah. So, because once that's gone, also then there's no
everything else is gone. Yeah. I agree with you, doctor. Couldn't agree more.
Integrity.
And this is what doctors are about, actually.
Most
and
doctors.
It's supposedly lawyers, but let me just focus on doctors.
Let's not talk about lawyers now.
Exactly. Exactly. Let's just focus on doctors. But this is a magnificent wrap of the day, and I really hope that we were not an extra chore for you today.
No, really
you already
nice
had a very busy schedule.
Yeah. So until we meet again, for sure.
Until we meet again. Yeah. Until next time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Dr. Adel.
Thanks for Lister Buff and having me on your platform.
Thank you very much. I've been after this for the past 2 months, 2.5 months, and finally got it.
Yeah. So it's good to see you. Yeah, for sure.
Same here, doctor. Yeah. Thank you very, very much. You have a wonderful rest of the day.
Rest of the day, yeah.
Rest.
Yeah.
Rest. Oh, did you just go
almost
rest?
Done anyway, so we're good.
Khalas.
Okay.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
And that's a very quick wrap up on the day with Dr. Adel Quttainah. From surgery to consultations to a few laughters behind the scene, it is quite obvious that he's not just one to shape faces, but he is one to shape lives. With that, I wish you have enjoyed the day with us and the day with Dr. Adel Quttainah. Until next time, bye-bye.